Now, if you've been in the conspiracy realm for any length of time, you've surely seen this deity. This was an ancient Sumerian carving of what appears to be a reptilian-headed person with a, I don't know what that is, some sort of a lid, a turban, a hat, and it appears to be breastfeeding a small entity of some sort. And this is shown in movies, this is shown in presentations. This thing's pretty common. I'm sure you've seen it. If not, there you go. Snake-headed lady with a baby. Awesome. Stuff like this. The god Pan mating with a intoxicated or sleepy goat. Something to that effect. This is old. These are around an awful lot. Stuff like this right here. These people went through all this work, literally above and beyond. This is light years above the technology we have right now. I don't care what they say, the ancient Egyptians. These guys were speaking in pictures, letters. They were speaking in like 3 dimensions compared to our words or our writing. They were speaking in pictographs. But somebody went through all the effort to always put these chimeras in here. These people with the heads of a bird, the heads of a bull, the heads of a snake, the heads of an alligator or a crocodile, all this stuff. They went through an awful lot of work. That's not easy to do. This is called bas relief, where they actually chip away the rock and leave the carving. That takes some serious talent, skill, and time. And this is all done in like rose granite, basalt, the hardest rock possible. And as you can see, this was all blocks put together with no concrete that you still can't slide a piece of paper through. Whoever did this wanted us to see this now. They wanted this to last forever. Throw away all the translations, all the experts, all the archaeologists that these were primitive people that were slaves and they dragged sticks and they pulled blocks up. It's just all ridiculous. These guys had technology like nothing we even know about today. Maybe some of us do, but the common folks like us, we get a whole nother story. That's why the rich people send their kids to private schools. JMO. You see this stuff? They made this out of gold. They formed this out of gold. Somebody went through an awful lot of time and effort to worship these deities, these chimeras, these half-human, half-animal hybrids. And again, this is a huge piece all done in gold. It's unbelievable. And it still lasted to this very day. And we can't duplicate it easily. Stuff like this. Anubis, the god of the underworld, the god of the dead. He had the head of a jackal and the body of a man. Now, this was a deity that they put next to the Denver airport one night, just for fun, and nobody even batted an eye. Right next to Lucifer. You know what I'm saying? And then finally, you've got this, with the head of Barack Obama on it, apparently. But these people were serious about this stuff. Now, why am I bringing this all up? Because according to the Bible, there were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of God came into the daughters of men, and they bare children to them. The same became mighty men which were of old, men of renown. And once again, they paid tribute to them, making these masterful carvings out of granite. And look at this. This is serious. This is serious stuff. I'd love to see an artist do this today with basic rudimentary tools like these guys. I mean, look at the detail. This is serious. They were building these for a reason. When I look at stuff like this, I'm guessing the artist was looking at this actual being, these mighty men of renown. You don't go through all this time and effort to build a statue of a guy that's wrestling a 3-headed dog if you didn't actually see it. Or stuff like this. You know what I mean? Look at the detail. Look at this. This looks like they encased an actual human in bronze or stone or whatever the material's made out of. Same here. You didn't go through all the effort to make things like this unless you had seen it. Look at this. Right here with his club. Once again, he's clubbing that's actually my sign, the Sagittarius. He's clubbing this half man, half beast to death. And I'd have to say you wouldn't make things like this unless you've seen things like this. Do you dig what I'm going with? Well, check this out. You know how they always say you need to learn from history or you're doomed to repeat it? Well, first of all, we don't know our real history, but the people in charge do, and it seems like we are doomed because they're repeating it. Synthetic genome nearly complete, paving way for bespoke organisms. Scientists are close to completing an entire synthetic genome for a microbe that's been used in bread, wine, and beer making for thousands of years. So what they're doing is now with their own hands, with the human hands, they are playing God, and they are going to create more life exactly like our own. Don't let them fool you with the fluff. Oh, it's for nothing, but they want to manufacture the code of life. Perfect. It's not like we don't have enough people running around with 3D printers and organisms that are making things that are not of this world. That's going on. But it looks like they're trying to bring us back to the old days again. You see what I'm saying? Without a doubt. It is amazing. It's astounding. It's staggering how quickly this is all moving forward. All of it. And back in these days, sex with children was the way to go. You could marry somebody's daughter for a couple of sheep, from what we're told. And it looks like it's all coming back around, and I think we are the generation. I could be wrong, but I think we are. I believe they were locked up for 70 generations, and the mighty men, the men of renown, have been released. And they are giving direction, and the scientists, the elites, the occultists, they are following it to a T. We're going to see some strange stuff in this earth. And yes, that dog does have more than one head. Kind of creepy. At any rate, Richie from Boston. Links will be in the description. I am out.